What is going on, everybody? It's me, Spencer, bringing you another YouTube video. Today's video is going to be more of an educational commentary towards the end of the game, to try to break down the end game scenario, how I made certain plays, how I held certain teams out, and how we finished off the game and got the dub, you know what I'm saying? So I hope I can help you understand the end game a little bit more and break it down, some of the plays for you, and just kind of my thought process behind that. So if you want to see more stuff like this, just let me know. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, to start off this video, so me and my teammate both just came back from the gulag, and our teammate is dead. So it is the end game. There's 35 people left here. I have 9 kills. We have the scavenger in military base, so we're going to go land on that. Immediately I see a guy, missed my jump in the window for that, so now I have to play it a bit slow here. I'm just kind of waiting for my teammate. He tells me he's going to land on me, so from now I'm just trying to find a gun. So I'm taking a peek around. This gun has insane strafe speed, so I'm just kind of ADSing, walking around, grab a plate there. He kind of lands down a little too hot without finding a gun, and he gets shot down by this team. I catch one guy pushing up here. He calls out that another one's close. I pick up a different gun because it has a full mag. Now I'm just playing it slow here. I see one guy pop out, down him. He says one pushing me. I pre-fire, miss, jump around, break his camera, and get the kill here. So I actually get caught out pretty bad here, so I buy him back. This heli's here, and it has a proximity next to it. I hop in, I'm instantly dead. So that's unfortunate. My teammate's flying back. I get him to land on me. You can see my teammates here looking around for someone. So we're going to play it up. He calls out eventually here that there's some guys ahead of us on the loadout. I'm going to go push in and get my class. I'm looking for what class to pick. I decided to go with my sniper because he calls out that someone's close. I hear the shots right up ahead, so now I'm just looking, trying to help him out. I back off, take a little head glitch here. I see that glint, so I know he's behind the rock. Miss one shot, miss 2 shots. Get him on the third. Live ping him. Hit marker, couldn't get the finish. So my teammate's wrapping around on my left, as you see there. Now I'm getting shot in the back, as I say here, so I can see that they're coming from the house. Crack one. I'm just trying to get damage on them just so they stop peeking me for 1 second while I can plate up and reposition. I get a knock there, and now it's time to push up here. Gonna reload here. So now, as you can see, if you look up in the top left corner here at the circle, the gas is pushing in. We just came from military base, so we know there's no enemies there. I have a blue ping on where there is a team in this house, so this is where we're gonna focus our attention on. So now we can kind of just fly straight away. I hear shots towards my left, down on this shack here where I'm kind of looking at, around in this area. But I still want to put my focus on here. So I hear the shots deeper there, so I know there's someone over on the left. You can see they're still just running around in there, just kind of ratting it out. People trying to play for the win. And now I'm going to pause again here because look at the top, look at the top left corner here. Now the circle has changed, so it's gone in even further, so we have an even better position for them. So they're in this little house here, as you can see that red dot. Look where the gas is. The gas is going to easily force them out. They can't really go on our right side because we have us two right here, and we've been shooting at them in the entire game. Or the entire end game, sorry. So we are there. They can't push this way at us unless they're maniacs. We have a teammate set up down in the left here to cover any type of push here, and they're kind of focusing on the left as well. So now all we have to do is worry about this one push here. So if you find yourself in a scenario where you can hold a team like this, fine. If you're on solo, it's a little bit harder because you have to just kind of hold your own for both angles. But if you're in trios or quads, if you can get 2 and 2 split, have one enemy look here to cover a different angle, because we can only get shot in the left here because we just cleared out this whole area. We know that there's no one over here. We only have this team and potentially a team on our left. So we have our teammate here, orange, looking at this team and covering the cross, and we have both of us here focusing dead on as well as the cross. So let's keep watching. So I can see he's still trying to peek me. I'm gonna get baited, shoot. So now get another down here. We can't really do much here besides keep knocking them and causing damage. So I'm calling out to my teammate to keep watching that angle, and now all we have to do, they have nowhere to go besides run on the road. They can't come at us from the other side because it's just outnumbered, you know what I mean? We'll fry them easily. Their best opportunity, if I pause again, is to go out this left side here. left side, and that's exactly what they do. It's all about predicting what the enemies are going to do, and in this situation, again, look at the minimap. My teammate's still covering this cross up here. They can't really wrap around us because I would hear that call out, and I can cover that right side. So the only way, we have to kind of funnel them out to the left. And we all have snipers. 2 of us have snipers, so we can easily take those shots. So I'm just looking to see if anyone's going to peek. I'm calling them that they're upstairs because I saw some lasers still. My teammate's still shooting at them. Now I see one come out. I down him out of the air. Try and get my finish. I see one drop down again. He's trying to be my teammate, but he's covering that left angle, right? So now we have one more left, and I can see him deeper. And that's just an easy shot there. I missed my finish, unfortunately. I downed the kid again because they all have self, and now I'm just watching this kid just put some shots. And that's an easy way to hold out a team, is just to kind of funnel them where you want them to go. So in that situation again, the storm's pushing against them. We're covering the right side. My teammate has an angle on the left. So basically the only way they can go is exactly where we want them to, is out and left around that house and focused on that road where we can just get free beams on them because there's no cover at all. So let's keep watching this endgame scenario. We have 2 teams left. Now unfortunately my teammate does get caught out here by a random sitting in the grass right there. I try and get my shots off. I crack him. Hit marker, get the finish. It was just a random solo. So now there's 5 people left, 2 teams. So it's me and my teammate versus a trio. One guy here looks like he came back late. He has no gun. That's a free kill, but I see him getting beamed from that rock there because he has blue tracers. The tracers kind of give away his position, to be honest. So I take a few shots at the bush here, not knowing my teammate actually fooled that kid. So that was on my fault there. So now we know where they are. And you can see in the minimap eventually here, one of them gets in the car behind them and starts driving away. So he's going to be a big distraction for my teammate. And this is where it's important to kind of play to your advantage and what you have to work with. So one guy's in the car, we know, potentially 2 of them. One still might be behind the rock though. So I'm going to be a bit of a selfish player here, to be honest. I'm going to run around to the left side and let my teammate kind of deal with the car. Because if the car is focused on him, either because he's already over on that side and the car is wrapping around to him, as you can see in the minimap here, the car is going towards his side. I'm going to wrap around. I'm blue. I'm going to go wrap around to this left side here. So either there's 2 people in here and they're going to go roll up on him and see what happens. And then I'll have a different position to take them on. Or one guy's still behind this rock. One guy's in the car as a distraction, which is the situation we end up with. So it was kind of a chancy play, but it ended up working out in our favor. So just keep watching here. So I can see this guy. I missed my shot there, but I get the down. So one guy did actually try and split out there. And now I see the car in the minimap still just driving around. I think he's going to try and run me over, but I don't think he's able to because of the gas. So he kind of loops around. My teammate confirms my kill. So it turns out there's actually 3 guys here. So I get the down here on this guy in the rock, hit him with a fancy finish. And that one guy in the car ends up killing my teammate. So now it's a 1v1. I get the down. I know this guy probably has, well, definitely has self because it's a 1v1. Unfortunately, I choke my last shot again and I have to reload. This is a bad play by me. I should have waited and counted the seconds, but I saw him just briefly move into that shack there. So now I know I have the upper hand. He has to push up on me. I throw down munitions just so I can get my Semtexes. So see the gas here in the circle. I'll pause real quick. The line has to go all the way up there, so all I have to do is run up. He is in this little shack. He has to push up. I have the high ground. And you can kind of tell what's going to happen at the end here. There's just not much this guy can do about it, so I'm just patiently waiting. I see him peek out and just get the finish. And that's how I played that endgame scenario. Now, unfortunately, my teammates did end up dying at the end there, but the play that I made at the end to end up catching that one guy on his own and kind of picking the fight that I wanted, where I was in a better position, I was up high, I knew where he was, and have my teammate deal with the secondary guy. Unfortunately, he didn't win the fight, but we ended up winning the game like that. So to conclude, I hope I broke that down for you guys okay. I know this is a bit of a longer video, but I just kind of wanted to put you through my thought process and how to play a certain scenario where you just want to use the terrain and your height to your advantage there. So I tried to keep my height the entire time and use where I had rocks, while my teammate was kind of caught out in the open there. So I knew I had position on the other team, and I just needed to use that to my advantage, really. So I hope that this breakdown could help some of you guys out in these kind of scenarios, just to kind of get your thoughts going about where you are on the map in regards to the enemies. So use the information on the mini map. It's going to be the most important thing. Wherever you see a team, look at where the circle is going to push them, and try and use your teammates and your positioning, whether it's splitting up 2 by 2 into different areas to kind of, again, the funneling motion where you kind of guide them to where you want them to go. So if you can do that, use your terrain, keep the height on the enemies, you're going to be in a way better scenario in the end game and hopefully secure that win. Thank you so much for watching, and again, leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed this video, or if you have any feedback, feel free to comment it below. I appreciate it all. I'm still new to this stuff, so I hope I can help you guys out. Anyways, have a good day, guys. Thank you so much again. I'm out.